Hi students, today we are discussing 6th standard, chapter number 4 science, diversity in living organisms, 6th standard, question and answers. Diversity in living organisms. This is not a photograph for a forest. This is actually a huge single tree. This is a 250 years old banyan tree located in botanical gardens in Kolkata. It stands supported by more than 3,500 thick aerial roots that have reached the ground. And next, you can see the shrub along the road in the photograph. This is mango tree and a henna shrub and a coriander herb. Next, diversity in leaves. Diversity in some flowers. Fruits are found from flowers of fruits contains the seeds of that plant. So how many seeds are found inside the fruits like mango, jamun or boar? On the contrary, fruits like orange, lemons and jackfruit containing many seeds. Plants show a great diversity in terms of the shapes, color and taste of their fruits, the number of seeds they contain and the thickness of the fruit's skin peel. Here dicotyl, donous and monooctyl. Monoacotyl, leguminous and venations. Venations, if a pupil leaf is kept waters for a few days, its soft part roots away. Eventually, only a net-like skeleton remains. What do you think this web link network is made up of? If leaves of peoples or teak are left in water for a few days, they get this kind of net. However, leaves of other planets like holy basils and chrysanthemums do not form such a web link network even if kept in water. Why there is such a difference? Guess. The water absorbed by the roots of the plants reached all parts of the leaf. Could there be a connection between this process and the web link networks of the leaf? Next, roots. The roots of plants grow underground in the soil and are usually not visible from outside. However, we can see the roots of leafy vegetables available in the market or sugarcane and jowar bajra stacks pulled out for animals to fodder. Observe the roots of such plants carefully. Here, which of these roots can provide a firm support to the plant? Some carrot and some beetroot, radish. Some habitats and animals found there. All animals that live on land are called terrestrials. Camels in the desert, so camel in Ladakh. Exercise. Match the following: aquatic and living in muddy welfares. Answer of these questions: aquatic is fish, and fish lives their entire life in water, and living in muddy wetlands. Answer is wild buffalo. Wild buffalo live in muddy and wetland areas. An amphibian frog. Frogs can live both in water and on land. Fourth one, floating on the surface of water. Swan. Swans can float and move on the surface of water. Find odd one out and give reasons for the same. The answer of these questions: odd one out, fish. Reasons: cow, horse, and goat are terrestrial animals that live on land. Fish is an aquatic animal that lives in water. Mango, papals, guava, coriander. Odd word is coriander. The mango, papals, and guava are trees, whereas coriander is a herb. Question number 3. Cockroach. Kangaroo, cheetah, and deer are mammals. Mammals, whereas cockroach is an insect. Write true or false. First one is true. Explanation: henna. Mehanti is a small woody plant that generally grows in a shrub. Second one is false. Trees with top roots collapse easily in a light storm. False. Explanations: the top root grow deep into the soils and provide strong support to the plants. Trees such as mango and tamarind do not collapse easily. C. Mangoes trees do not bear flowers. False. Mango trees bear flowers and fruits develop from these flowers. Question number D. Polar bears live in deserts. False. Explanation: polar bears live in very cold, snowy regions, mainly around the Arctic. Yet deserts is a hot, dry habitat. Question number E. Some species of snakes are amphibian. False. Snakes are reptiles, not amphibian. Frogs are examples of amphibian. Question number 4. Complete the relationship between living on branches of tree. Mango livings undergoing. Answer is rat. Explanation: a monkey lives on tree their branches. A rat can live underground in burrows. The complete pair: living a branches of tree, monkey living underground, rat. B. Living on a dry land, horse living in a cave. Answers: bear. Explanations: a horse is a land-dwelling animal. A bear can live in caves and dens. Complete the pairs: living on dry lands, horse living in cave, and bear. Question number 5. Following the pictures carefully, what information do you understand about these plants? Note down all points in your notebook. What information do you understand about these plants? The pictures show two different types of root systems. So first plants, it has one main and thick root growing downwards. Smaller roots growing from the main root. This is called a taproot system. So examples: mango, banyan, peepal, and a taproot provided strong support to the plant. Second plant, it has many thin root growing like a bunch of threads from the basis of the stem. There is no single main root. It is called a fibrous root system. Example: wheat, rice, grass, jowers. Fibrous roots are also absorbs water and minerals from the soil. Question number 6. Which characteristics would be considered to determine if a holy basil plant is a tree, a shrub, or a herb? Which characteristics? First, we should observe the height of the plant, natures of the stems, whether it is hard, woody, or soft, thickness and strength of the stem, numbers and portions of branches, and whether the branches, fifth one, whether the branches grow from the near the ground or higher up. Answers: holy basil is a herb because it is a small plant with a soft, green and weak stem. Question number 7, difference between monocotyledonous and dicotyledonous. And the first monocotyledonous plants seeds have one cotyledon, seeds have two cotyledon. Leaves usually have parallel venations. Leaves usually have reticulous net-like venations, usually have fibrous root, usually have taproots. Example: wheat, rice, jowar, bajra, mango, banyan, mustard, and moong. Question number 8. There is a habitat of a duck and why. Habitat of a duck is mainly aquatic habitats such as ponds, lakes, and wetlands. Explanation: ducks can swim and live comfortably in and around water. They find food and shelters in this place. They can also move on land. Question number 9. Observe any 5 animals in your surroundings and determine their habitat. Animals, habit, reasons: cow, dog, fish, frog, sparrow. Cow, land. Terrestrials, it lives and moves on land. Dog, also terrestrials, land. It lives mainly on land. Fish, water, aquatic. It lives and breathes in water using gills. Frogs, land and water, amphibians. It can live both on land and in water. Sparrow, air, tree, aerial. It flies and often lives or nests on tree. Remember, terrestrial, land, aquatic, water, and amphibian, land and water. Aerial, mainly air, trees. Thanking you. If any doubt means, put the comment box. And thanks once again. Diversity in living organisms.